Our other big story, the breaking developments in the war in Ukraine. A Russian airstrike has hit a children's and maternity hospital in the besieged port of Mariupol. Russia maintaining its relentless bombardment of this and other cities. But the Pentagon says it is opposed to any plan by NATO nations to provide fighter jets to Ukraine. Eyewitness News reporter Christian Cordero joining us live in studio now with the latest. Christian?
Colleen, that has not been a simple decision about the fighter planes compared to, of course, some of the quick thinking we've seen from other private companies. Heineken, Papa John's, and Amazon are all the latest to stop their business operations in Russia. That Iron Curtain is solidifying around the country every day now, and its military continuing its attacks.
Ukrainians today have the constant reminder of broken promises from Russian troops who offered ceasefires they have so far failed to follow. Homes were hit overnight in a city west of Kyiv, where the emergency services say 5 people were killed, including 3 babies born last year. To the south in Mariupol, a missile struck a children's hospital. Parts of the building are barely standing. There's a crater outside in what seems to have once been a parking lot. Authorities there say children are buried under the rubble. It's a region that has seen days worth of darkness. No power, no water. They are running low on supplies. The 400,000 plus people there thought they could escape. Russian mortars struck an evacuation route. At Europe's largest nuclear power plant, also in the southeast region of Ukraine, we've heard for days conflicting information about who exactly has control of it. Today, Ukraine's energy minister says the staff is at the plant, but they have been held hostage by 500 Russian troops for 4 days.
The employees of the station are physically and psychologically exhausted.
The compass for Ukrainians who can escape often points west. Lviv has been a hub for refugees trying to get out of the country. They wait to board trains or buses. Places like theaters have transformed into shelters.
This is the main theater hall where 27 people sleep at night. Now, the mayor of Lviv says that every institution in this city is now filled with refugees. There are 200,000 of them in this city. He says they can't take any more. They need outside help.
Helping from the outside has been a challenging task. The U.S. and allies are still working through Ukraine's request for MiG-29 fighter jets. A senior defense official says the country has plenty of Russian-made jets that they're not using, and they believe Poland's offer to supply planes by way of a U.S. base in Germany is too risky. Secretary of State Antony Blinken today urged we must do it the right way.
Or American pilots into Ukrainian airspace, whether on a full or on a limited basis, would almost certainly lead to direct conflict between the United States, between NATO, and Russia.
And even without the U.S. Using American pilots, helping Ukraine's Air Force seems so logistically complicated. Regarding refugees, an advisor to President Zelensky said within the past 24 hours, Ukraine has evacuated around 40,000 women and children. They had hoped to manage 100,000 in that time frame, but were unable to because of the missile strikes during ceasefire.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.